Yeah, that's what I mean. There we go. Yay! Okay, and then we come right back to the... Hey, welcome back to Fix It Marcus. New video for you today. We're going to replace a light. It's going to be a basic replacement, just going to swap one for the other. Nothing too fancy. We're not going to have to, move the box, enlarge the box, or rewire the box or anything like that. We're just going to show, you're tired of the old light, which I am. You want a new light, which I have right here. Move my drink aside. So I bought this on clearance. I'm not kidding, 5 years ago at a good price. Probably today I could get the same thing for even less money, or a better thing for the same money. But I thought that finally it's time to replace it. This is an old fluorescent bulb type. It's a round fluorescent tube. And it's looking a little tired. And replacing the bulb would be, pretty expensive. So I thought it's time to put this one in. And so that's what we're going to do. It's LED. It'll use less power, probably be even brighter than this one. And it should be very simple to replace. So first we're going to have to remove the old one. So that's the first step. So here I am at the light. It's got 3 little screws holding the cover up here. I use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen them up. So I'm going to do it by feel and do that first. Yes, we got the power still on, but when it's time to start fiddling with the wires, we're going to turn it off. Safety first. You only live once. Whether you're young or old like me, don't take any chances. It's not worth it. There we go. Yay! So here's the cover off, so you can see that it's a fluorescent tube. This can snap right off and then you disconnect it. Not going to do this without turning off the power first. We're just going to turn it off. Okay, so I got the cover off. As you saw, it's a fluorescent tube. It just it has a couple of clips holding it in place, so it just pops off and then you can unplug it, and then we'll unscrew the housing of the light next. But at this point we're going to turn the power off at the switch so that we do it safely and there's absolutely no chance of any electrocution happening. So here I am unclipping the tube carefully so I don't break anything. There you see it's connected with a wire to this transformer, I think you call it. And there it is. Now a little trick I do that I recommend is when you put in a light bulb, regardless of what the light bulb is, put the date on so that when it goes and you replace it years from now, you kind of get an idea how long the bulb lasts. Okay, there's a couple of screws holding it to the housing in the ceiling here. They're square head. Well, at least most of them are. So I'm going to loosen them up and then drop the housing, and that's when we have to disconnect the wires. And of course, I need a Phillips. Okay, let's try this screwdriver.
Imagine it comes crashing down.
What? Okay, let's hold it. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so it's time to disconnect the wires. There's 3 wires, a ground, which is already off. And then I got the black and the white. That's hooked up with these little plugs, I guess you call them. So I'm going to take them off carefully without touching them, because even with the switch off you can't assume anything, and that's why I have this little circuit tester just to make sure there's no power going through these wires. And it's looking pretty good. Nothing. Good. So now I should be able to unwind these wires and take the rest of this down. So that's what it looks like on the ceiling before we put the new one in. So there's a black wire and a white wire, and we'll be connecting the new lamp to it, black to black, white to white. So here's the new light. Here's the cover. Looks like it takes 1, 2, 3 screws like the old one to hold it in place, so that should be easy enough. This is like an LED light, like I said, so obviously no bulb. And there's 2 wires, the white and black, and the ground, just like the other one, so it'll basically be going up in reverse. And these little orangey looking squares are the actual LED lights that will light up once this is all installed. So it should look pretty cool once we got it going. So let's get it up there. Okay, so from the last scene, what I've done is I've connected the ground wire, which is this bare copper wire here, to the ground plug in the junction box there. And what you might find is if you're taking an old fixture off, putting on a new one, that the screws holding the old don't line up necessarily with the screw holes with the new one. So the box has several holes in it, the junction box. So you might have to play around with it like I did in order to make them fit, which is I did now. And then I connected the power wires, white to white, black to black. Really straightforward. Use the wire connectors to secure them. I also added some electrical tape near the ends to make sure that they're held tight and together, and there's no chance of it loosening up over time or while I'm fiddling with it right now. And we have a good connection, less to worry about. And now I'm going to finally mount this, and we're going to turn it on and see how it looks. So I just got to line up the screw mounting holes with the mounting screws in the junction box. They are going to be what takes care of the weight. And there we go. Hopefully you can see it on camera. And there's the fixture now supported. I'm going to screw it in tight to the ceiling. We won't show you that part. And then we'll show you secured to the ceiling with the cover, and we'll turn it on and we'll see how it looks. Okay, it's mounted. We'll show you that in a moment. I have to go upstairs where light switch is and turn it on, and let's see what it looks like. Whoa! Well, it's definitely brighter than the old one. And if you recall, it was a fluorescent fixture, the old one, so it was more of a harsher light with a bluish tinge, so to speak. This one obviously has a bit of a yellow tinge to it, so it's a warm white. But it's going to work. It's LED, going to save me a bit of money. And it should probably last longer than I will. So that job is done. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll get another video out to you soon. Bye-bye.